Welcome y'all. In this video, I am going to share a few tips and tricks that I've gotten from some of the best athletes in the world, as well as my process to attempt a 600-pound deadlift PR. Let's fill this bad boy up with coffee and head to Big Tech's gym to do Saturday's workout. Hello. All right, y'all, so we are here at Big Tech's gym. I love this gym. And I'm gonna start with tip number one. Have perfect form, every time. Perfect your form, always work on your form. Just the other night, the world's strongest man, Thor Bjornsson, was here, and I got to talk to him about the deadlift. His biggest thing was focus on your form every single time. I just started shooting the video for the 600-pound deadlift. The world's strongest man walked by. How was the form?
It was pretty good, man. Pretty good. Keep
He's
up
lying.
with your work. Keep working on the technique. Every day is a work. Like I always say, each and every day, doesn't matter how good you are, if you just keep trying to perfect form, you always get that tiny bit better.
You watch his strongest lift. He went in, he took his time, he perfected his feet, and then he pulled 1,104 pounds. It's crazy. So perfect your form. There's tons of tutorials out there on how to perfect your deadlift form. It's a little different for everybody, but I'm gonna do just a 1-minute overview on what I do each time I deadlift and perfecting mine. All right, 2-minute tutorial on everything I've learned from people like Mark Ripto, Ed Cohen, Thor Bjornsson. When walking to the bar, if you're gonna jump and land in a conventional deadlift, your feet will be wherever you land. So that is your stance. Knees are right over your toes with a slight external rotation, never in, never too far out. And then Mark Ripto's biggest thing was walk up to the bar. Never pull the bar to yourself. So we're gonna walk up to the bar. This is gonna be slightly different for everybody because some people are taller, like to be closer, some people are shorter, like to be further back. And get your shins as close to the bar as possible. Pack those armpits down, squeeze your lats, and push down towards the floor. You don't want to over squeeze and protract because that puts your shoulders in a weird position. Back is neutral, head is neutral. The last thing we're doing is dropping our hips backwards. That allows us to use the weight as a counterbalance, grip the bar, get all locked in, and press the floor away from your bar. On the way back down, get past the knees, driving those hips back, and then you can bend the knees. And you should ideally be in the perfect position to pull again. So my grip is good, setting my chest up. Everything's good. I'm gripping the floor with my toes, leaning back, pressing the floor away. Tip number one. All right, y'all, some light deadlifting today. This is day 4 of 4 in the week. It's kind of a high volume program. I'm deadlifting or squatting every day. So today's gonna be relatively light, 275, maybe 315, just deadlifts, nothing crazy. I've also got a little bit of bench, some pull-ups and some accessory work. So I'm gonna knock these out and then we'll get to tip number 2. All right, y'all, strapped up deadlifts, super easy day. Brings me to tip number 2, check your ego. So this whole program is based off of RPE or RIR. So some days you might be feeling better, you might do 60% of a max, and then some days if you feel worse, that same 60% might be 20, 30, or even 40 pounds lower. So super easy day, it's feeling good. The RPE translates directly to the RIR. So if you're doing a 6 out of 10 on your RPE, that means you've got about 4 reps left in the tank. Same all the way up to 9 and 10. A 9 on your RPE scale means you've got 1 rep left in the tank, where you've pushed 100% at 10. There's always someone bigger, stronger, faster, whatever. This is your journey, just focus on it. The rest of the time I'm gonna turn the mic off. We've got bench, pull-ups, rows, and some hamstrings. See you there. All right, y'all, so that's it for the workout. Tip number 3, thing I'm doing is trust the process. The process is long, and I don't think that the sport of bodybuilding or powerlifting is technically difficult. The hardest thing is keeping your discipline and trusting the process. So last week I felt really good. My RPE was like an 8, and I ended up pulling way more than I needed to. So trust the process, be disciplined, get a coach or a program like I did, and follow that program to a T. Without the discipline, I know I won't hit my PR. Along with being disciplined and trusting the process, that means that you have to sleep. That means that you have to do your mobility. That's why I'm sitting here, mobilizing, and you have to eat. You have to do all of the things that assist whatever that goal is. I don't really like to eat. No, but I don't think anybody really likes to eat healthy and like be on a clean diet all the time, getting the calories that they need. I don't really like to sleep. It's actually kind of difficult for me to get it full 8 hours, and then I hate mobilizing, but all of those things are necessary. So do what it takes, be disciplined, trust the process. I'm doing this to see what's realistically possible, and I got the timeline wrong. It's actually only gonna be 12 to 16 weeks, and that's starting from a base of about 450 after the marathon, after the Ironman. So at about 450 pounds, I'm looking to put 150 pounds on my PR, not my forever best, but on what I was starting at, 150 pounds in 12 to 16 weeks. Most people would say that's not possible, but I'm gonna set the goal high. I'm gonna show people that mindset and discipline and working on the form of the goal is important. So headed back to the office. I have a project that I'm working on in parallel to this. I'll show you that. See you guys back at the office. All right, y'all, I just wanted to throw this in. For 30 days, these steel signs, our keep battling and our get shit done steel, are going to be on the website. It's only for 30 days. I'm running a challenge to see and show how people can start a business and run a product and make at least $1,000 in 30 days. So these signs are awesome. They're custom made in America, right here in Texas. A lot of love. And there's only going to be up for 30 days. And they're great for your garage gym, for your office. It's a subconscious reminder to constantly be getting shit done and battling through your workouts, through your struggles, all of those things. So go get them on neverrest.com. 30 days only. Don't miss out. All right, y'all, back at the office. Like I said, you gotta eat. Got the Chipotle. It's not the best, it's not the cleanest thing, but super convenient. I've also got several eggs and ground beef and sweet potatoes on the docket as like my 3rd meal for the day. Gotta eat, gotta stay disciplined. I've got my 4th and final tip, something that's really important for me in my attempt to pull 600 pounds, keeping the right mindset. It's super simple, it's a little cliche, but no matter what, the right mindset will get you to the next level in everything that you do. A lot of people don't think that powerlifting or bodybuilding are all that technical, and they're really not. There's a lot of technique, there's a lot of things you have to learn, but anybody can do it. Anybody can get stronger, bigger, and more disciplined in the gym, and that's really the hardest part, is staying disciplined. Because when you look at doing something like a marathon or an ultra or an Ironman, there's a large amount of really long workouts, and powerlifting and bodybuilding really aren't the same way, But you have to have that mindset that you're gonna get up and go to the gym every day. And even when you're not in the gym, you're not resting. There's really no such thing as rest days. You're recovering and you're actively working on your craft. And so having the mindset, we're gonna get up and go every single day. You're not injured, you're working through obstacles. Having the mindset that when you don't wanna go and you're busy and all of these things, you can check that box. And so mindset is everything. That is my fourth and final tip. I'm going to do a part 2 to actually show when I get to that October 1 date. I may extend it, but I have a marathon that I'm gonna be training for in January. I'm hoping on October 1 that I can get as close to my goal as possible, if not actually hit that 600-pound mark. I will see you guys in part 2. So please subscribe. As always, never rest.